Hey everybody, it's Mr. Steve. I'm so happy to see you today, and I'm really excited because today we're starting a very new story time. It's called Fairy Tales and Stories. Each week we're going to talk about a different fairy tale and have some fun with it. Now today, can you guess what our story time fairy tale is? Well, look at the animals in front of me. We have 1, 2, 3 of these pink things. Can you tell what that is? Right, it's a pig. Are the pigs big or little? Right. So there's 1, 2, 3 little pigs. And then we have this guy right here. Do you know what kind of animal this is? This is a wolf. Now, is the wolf little or big? It's big, right. And sometimes people say this is a bad wolf. So we have the 3 little pigs and the big bad wolf. And the 3 little pigs is our fairy tale for this week. So I hope you're ready to have some fun. We're going to put the wolf over here. And we're going to put the 3 little pigs over here. And we're going to get ready to read a story together. The story is called The 3 Little Pigs by James Marshall. Now, this is a fairy tale like we talked about, and fairy tales are not real. So that's why the big bad wolf and the 3 little pigs can be together right now. And we don't have to worry about the wolf eating the pigs because it's just pretend, right? This is by James Marshall, this version. Once upon a time, an old sow sent her 3 little pigs out into the world to seek their fortune. Now be sure to write, she said, and remember that I love you. The first little pig met a man with a load of straw. I know, said the little pig. I'll buy your straw and build a house. That's not a good idea, said the man. Mind your own business, thank you, said the little pig. And he bought the straw and set about building a house. It took him no time at all. A straw house. Very soon, a lean and hungry wolf happened by. Pig was his favorite food in the whole wide world. So he knocked on the door and said, little pig, let me come in. To which the little pig replied, no, 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 not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. And that's something that's going to repeat throughout the story. So can you help me? Let's say this again, and then we can practice it and then get good at it so you can help me later on. So first, the wolf says, little pig, let me come in. But when we're saying it like the wolf, we want to say it in a deep and scary voice because we're big and bad, right? So, little pig, let me come in. Let's try that together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Little pig, let me come in. And then the little pig says, no, 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 not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. You want to try that one? Now the pig it says the pig replies in a squeal kind of thing. So pigs have a higher pitch sound like, no, 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 not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. All right, let's try it together one more time. Ready? No, 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 not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. The annoyed wolf was tired of this already, and he said, then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in. Go right ahead, said the little pig. So the wolf huffed and puffed and blew the house in. And then he gobbled up the little pig. The second little pig met a man with a load of sticks. I've got it, said the little pig. I'll buy those sticks and make a house. I'd think twice about that, said the man. Oh, pooh, said the little pig. Why would you know? And he bought the sticks and went to work building a house. Very pretty, he said. No sooner had the little pig settled into his pretty house than the wolf came by. He was still hungry, and he knocked and said, do you remember what he said? Little pig, let me come in. To which the little pig replied, no, 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 not by the hair on my chinny chin chin. The wolf didn't care for that at all, and he said, you might know this part too. If you do, you can say it with me. I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in. Ha, 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 said the little pig. So the wolf huffed and puffed, and he blew the house of sticks in. And then he gobbled up the second pig. Now the third little pig met a man with a load of bricks. These bricks will make a fine, sturdy house, said the man. That's a good idea, my good fellow, said the pig. So he bought the bricks and started building his house. It took him quite a bit of time, but it was well worth it. Nice and solid, said the little pig. Nice and solid. But no sooner had the little pig moved in than he noticed that the wolf was loitering around. That means the wolf was just hanging out around there, looking like he's up to no good. And the wolf, who was still hungry, said, remember? Little pig, let me come in. To which the little pig replied, no, 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 not by the hair on my chinny chin chin. Well, the wolf had heard that before, and he said this. You can say it too, wolf, if you want to. And you can too, boys and girls. Ready? Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in. Oh, don't do that, said the little pig. But the wolf huffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, and he puffed, until he was quite blue in the face. The house stood firm. I'll try another approach, said the wolf. So he put on his most dazzling smile. Wolves can be pretty tricky in stories. Little pig, I was only teasing, he said. By the way, I hear that Farmer Jones has the most scrumptious turnips. Shall we go pick a few? Oh, I'm much too busy now, said the little pig. What about tomorrow morning? Excellent, said the wolf. I'll come for you at 6. The next morning, the little pig got up at 5, hurried off to Farmer Jones's turnip field, picked a basket full of scrumptious turnips, and then dashed home. When the wolf arrived at 6, the turnips were already boiling in the pot. Sorry, I couldn't wait, said the little pig. The wolf tried not to show his displeasure. No harm done, he said. By the way, there's a lovely apple tree down in Merry Meadow. Shall we go and pick a few apples for ourselves? I must cook my turnips, said the little pig. Let's meet there tomorrow morning. Splendid, said the wolf. Shall we meet at 5? The next morning, the little pig was up at 4 and went off for the apples. It took longer than he expected to reach Merry Meadow, and while he was busy gathering apples in the highest tree, he saw the wolf approaching. Do try one of these, he called down, and he threw an apple as far as he could. When the wolf chased after the apple, the little pig shimmied down the tree and made it safely home. The next day, the wolf came again. Really, he was quite put out. There's a fair going on today at Hog Hill, he said. Would you care to go? Why don't we just meet there, said the little pig. Would 3 o'clock suit you? That's colossal, said the wolf. 3 it is. Just to make sure, he was going to be there at 2. At 1 in the afternoon, the little pig went to the fair and had a fine time. So fine that he lost track of the hour. Suddenly, out of the corner of his eye, he saw the wolf coming up the hill. Without a minute to spare, the little pig jumped inside of an empty butter churn and rolled down the hill towards the wolf. Well, the wolf was so scared that he ran all the way home. That evening, the wolf went to the little pig's house and told him how frightened he'd been by a great round thing that came down the hill. Frightened you, did I? said the little pig. "That great round thing was a butter churn, and I was inside." This was simply too much for the wolf to stand. "I've been nice long enough," he said. "I'm going to eat you up right now." And he climbed onto the roof. When the little pig saw this, he put a big iron pot in the fireplace and quickly stoked the fire. "Here I come," cried the wolf. "Dinner time!" "You can say that again," said the little pig. And he cooked the mean old wolf and then gobbled him up. The end. And boys and girls, so with fairy tales, there are lots of different versions. That means different stories that have the same characters in it. So the Three Little Pigs can be told like that. I've seen it like that, but I've also seen Three Little Pig stories when perhaps the Three Little Pigs weren't actually eaten by the wolf. That's happened too. And I've seen ones where the wolf wasn't actually that bad. The wolf was a good character and just misunderstood. So you don't know, there's all different kinds of versions. But as you can see, the wolf is here and the 1, 2, 3 pigs are here. So it was just a pretend story. We are going to test out those house buildings to see if the house building really doesn't work too well if you build it out of straw, and if it really doesn't work too well if you build it out of sticks, and if bricks make a really good house. So I'm going to experiment with this, and you also, my friend, could try this if you want to at home with some things around your house. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a straw house, a stick house, and a brick house. And then the wolf is going to try to blow down each of them. And we're going to see which ones he can blow down, if any. Are you ready to try that, wolf? Okay. Are you ready to try that, pigs? All right. Are you ready to try it too? Okay, I'll be right back. I have to go get our building stuff. Okay, so I have my straws, and I'm going to build the straw house for this little pig to start with. Do you remember in the story if the straws stayed up or if they got blown down by the wolf? Do you remember? Yeah, they got blown down by the wolf. Straws usually don't make a good house, at least in stories, but we're going to find out if that's really true, if the wolf could really blow down a straw house. If you have straws around your house, you totally might want to try this too because it's a lot of fun. We'll put a little tape down to keep the straws together, like that. Okay, good. And then we'll wrap it around like this. I'll put a little more tape on there. You might be wondering about my glasses. Well, they're safety glasses. And I'm trying to be safe, like when you ride a bike, you put a helmet on. Well, I don't exactly know how strong this wolf will blow the straw, and I don't want to get any straw in my eye, so I'm going to just wear this to be safe. Okay, so I'll put the pig right inside. All right. So do you think it's going to stay up, or do you think the wolf's going to be able to blow it down? Okay, we're going to find out. Are you ready, wolf? All right. Here we go. You can help me say it too. Remember, it's I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. Ready? Here we go. I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. Oh. Well, I guess the wolf was able to blow the straw house down, so if you said that, you were right. All right. Do you remember what the second kind of house was? It was sticks. You could use sticks from your backyard, or you can use what I'm going to use here. These are popsicle sticks. All right, some of those. And the popsicle sticks, if you try this at home, you'll notice they're a little harder than the straw. So maybe these will stay up better. We're going to find out. That was a good job, wolf, though, blowing that down. Let me see. We're going to have this pig as the second pig. Tape really helps us out a lot. You could try glue, but that would take a long time. Tape's a lot easier. I like masking tape. So I was lucky that none of the straws came up and hit me in the face. But if they had, remember, I'm wearing my glasses, so I would have nothing to worry about. And you could probably find other things around your house to use to build with too. But I'm just choosing a few things, like they were in the story. All right, let's see. Is that going to be able to make a house? Oop. Okay. Now the sticks, remember, they are a little thicker and they're also heavier. So they might need 2 pieces of tape. The great thing about these is that we're just experimenting to find out. So if it doesn't work one way, we could try it a different way. And that might work that way. All right. Let's see now, is that getting ready? Okay, it's close. I think we're just going to need a little bit more to put on the other side. So what are you thinking? Do you think that the wolf will be able to blow down the stick house? We're going to find out. I'm excited to know. Alrighty. Usually the stick houses, when I build them, I don't make them this big. So this is a special day because I get a nice big stick house here. This wolf is really lucky, or this pig is really lucky. Okay, I'll put that there. All right, we'll connect you like that. Oh yeah, we got this now. We just need to connect them together. Do, 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 do. What kind of song do you think the pigs were singing when they were building their houses? Maybe the wheels on the bus go round and round, or the tape on the sticks go all around, all around, all around. Or maybe I've been working on the railroad, or I've been working on my stick house all to live long day. And I wonder if it took them a lot longer than it's taking me to build it. I don't know. There we go. So we'll put that there like this. Piggy, you can go inside. All right, and if you want to, you can sing along with me or say the chant. Ready? Oh, wait, before we go, I wanted to ask you one more time. Do you think the stick house is going to get blown down by the wolf, or do you think it's going to stay up? All right, let's find out. Ready? I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down. Ooh, looks like it's... Oh! If you guessed that he was going to blow down the stick house, you were right again. All right, and if you guessed that it was going to stay up, then that was a good guess. But that one fell down. Good job. Now, we have one more pig left. And do you remember what the last pig was going to build with? Bricks. Now, you have some bricks in your house. You might not have thought of them as bricks, but they're what I'm going to use as bricks. They're Legos. So I'm going to make a little Lego house like this. Oh, yeah, you know what? I'll use the whole thing. We'll make a nice big pig brick house. Big and pig rhyme, don't they? Big and pig. What else rhymes with big and pig? Dig. Rig. All right, let's see. I'll put it a little more higher. Yeah, I think this pig's the smartest pig, just like in the story. This seems like a nice house. And if you think about it, the houses that we build here in our area, we don't usually use sticks, do we? Or what about straw? Not usually. But we do sometimes use bricks. All right. I think when I put a nice roof on there. Let's see here. Okay, pig, before I put the roof in, I'm going to put you inside. There we go. There. Ah, that's what I was looking for. That's a good roof right there. Okay, I'm not sure this is the nice, most colorful house, but there we go. All right, let's find out if the wolf can blow down the brick house. What do you think? Let's find out. Okay, ready? You can chant with me if you want to. Are you ready, wolf? Okay, here we go. I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down. Well, try it again. Well, I guess it just didn't work, Wolf. Did you guess that the brick house would stay up? If you did, you were right. The wolf could blow and huff and puff, but the brick house is a great house. But do you know what I just thought of, everybody? I just thought of something important. I bet you've seen these around, right? These masks? Well, especially if you're sneezing and blowing out of your mouth like our friend the wolf is, you really should be wearing masks. So I wanted to do one more experiment where the wolf is wearing a mask and then he tries to blow down the stick house with the mask on. Do you think that's going to make it so he can still blow it down, or do you think it'll be harder for him? Yeah, we're going to find out. All right, make sure you can see okay. Let's use the stick house. All right. Okay, ready? I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down. Oh, I guess he can't do it with the mask on. Well, the mask does keep a lot of the air inside, and that makes sense. All right. Well, I wanted to say thank you, everybody, for watching. Next week, our fairy tale of the week is called Hansel and Gretel. Do you know Hansel and Gretel? Well, if you don't, you're going to learn about them next week. We're going to have lots of fun. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you get a chance to make some of these houses around your house and see if the wolf can blow them down. Have a great day, everybody.